The Bhangarh Fort is a 16th century fort built in the Rajasthan state of India. The town was established during the rule of Bhagwant Das as the residence of his second son, Madho Singh. The fort and its precincts are well preserved. The Bhangarh Fort is located on the border of the Sariska Reserve in the Aravalli range of hills in Alwar district of Rajasthan. What is the story of Bhangarh Fort? The Bhangarh Fort in India has a spooky reputation, fueled in part by the fact that the Archaeological Survey of India, ASI, which protects historical sites, hasn't completed marking the official boundaries of the monument, even though they declared it protected in 1951. This delay has left room for speculation and rumors. Adding to the mystery, the ASI has a strange rule about visiting the fort. Instead of a specific time, they forbid entry after sunset and before sunrise. This cryptic message makes it sound even more haunted. Basically, you can't be inside the fort at night. As soon as it gets dark, the place is closed to visitors. The fort's history seems to be lost as well. We know it was built for a prince by his father, but beyond that, details are unclear and shrouded in rumors about why Bhangarh is supposedly the most haunted place in India. The spooky stories of Bhangarh Fort. If you visit Bhangarh Fort, you'll hear many reasons why it's haunted. Here are the two most popular tales. 1. The shadowy mistake. This story isn't exactly scary, but it's about a big mistake. Legend says a holy man named Balanath lived near the fort while it was being built. The king promised the holy man that the fort's shadow would never touch his home. But years later, a greedy king built the fort higher, and its shadow fell on the holy man's house. Angry, the holy man cursed the fort, dooming it to be haunted and abandoned. 2. The love curse. Another story says Bhangarh became haunted because of a jealous sorcerer named Singhiya. He fell in love with Princess Ratnavati, known for her beauty, but knew she wouldn't love him back. So, he tricked her into using magic oil that would make her love him. When she found out, she threw the oil away. It landed on a rock, which rolled and crushed Singhiya. With his last breath, he cursed the princess, her family, and the entire village around the fort. People believe this curse is why the fort is haunted, and why everyone in the village died shortly after. Why is it haunted today? Locals say the curse is why the fort is haunted. They believe the ghosts of the princess, her family, and the villagers are trapped there forever. What to see? As you enter the fort, you'll pass the ruins of Johari Bazaar, an old marketplace, and houses where dancers once lived. Though crumbled, the fort has 3 floors you can explore. The roofless wonder. One strange thing about the fort, and not explained by ghost stories, is that all the buildings, including nearby houses, have no roofs. Locals say any roof built here collapses. Maybe it's haunted, maybe there's another reason, but it's definitely interesting. Temples that stand strong. The spooky vibe is broken up by a few small old temples dedicated to different gods. These temples are actually the only buildings in the area that still have roofs. More than just spooky, Bhangarh Fort is famous for its ghost stories, but it's also an archaeological site. Tools, carvings, and cave paintings have been found here. The nearby Lord Somshwar Temple has a natural spring and waterfalls. Modern-day mysteries. Bhangarh is known as India's most haunted place, and there are recent stories to back it up. Legend says bad luck follows those who stay overnight. Locals tell a story of 3 friends who dared to stay. One fell in a well, and all 3 died in a car accident on their way to the hospital. There are other similar stories that add to the fort's haunted reputation. Whether you believe them is up to you, but these stories and whispers make Bhangarh a fascinating place. The chills of Bhangarh Fort have even inspired some films. Bhangarh, The Last Episode, and Trip to Bhangarh, Asia's most haunted place, all capture the eerie atmosphere of this legendary location.